4 first, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu restates commitment to community-led cultural event as Lagos Fanti Carnival returns. President Tinubu returns to Nigeria and the foreign world leaders mourn passing of Pope Francis. And Sport Nigeria's Flying Eagles land in Cairo for under-20 AFCON to play friendly against Egypt on Tuesday. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to community-led cultural events that drive economic activity and foster social harmony. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at the iconic Fanti Carnival held at the historic Remembrance Arcade to honor and rekindle the vibrant Afro-Brazilian heritage that has long been a cornerstone of the city's cultural identity. He described the event as a celebration of who Lagosians are, a people bound by history and strengthened by diversity. On her part, the Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Toke Benson-Aweyinka, stated that the cultural revival is a triumph of identity and resilience. According to Benson-Aweyinka, the Fanti Carnival is more than a festival. It is a living memory of the city's Afro-Brazilian roots and a showcase of the cultural richness that defines the people. She said the ministry remained committed to initiatives that strengthen social ties, promote tourism and keep Lagos heritage alive. The Lagos Fanti Carnival is rooted in the 19th century customs of Afro-Brazilian returnees, freed slaves who brought back samba rhythm, flamboyant costumes and carnival traditions from Brazil. The Joint Negotiating Council, JNC, of Trade Union side, Lagos State Chapter, has applauded the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for his commitment to ensuring that public servants in the state are healthy and live a good life. The newly elected chairman of the union, Michael Domingo, gave the commendation during a courtesy visit to the Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA. Domingo praised the governor's health-forwarded leadership, noting how it has transformed the lives of government workers through the Ilera Eco Health Scheme. He also applauded LASHMA's efficient, people-first approach to service delivery, saying he has received numerous positive testimonials from its members about Ilera Eco. In response, LASHMA's Permanent Secretary, Emmanuela Zamba, commended the union for helping raise awareness of the scheme and emphasized JNC's vital role in fostering deeper understanding of the Lagos State Health Insurance Plan among public servants. In the highlight of the visit, Zamba decorated the new JNC ESCO as Ilera Eco champions. The Nigerian Air Force has inducted its first set of ex-junior air women as air women, marking a transformative chapter in the service's history. This milestone follows a revision of the NAF absorption policy, which previously applied solely to male graduates of the Air Force Military School, known as ex-junior airmen. The updated policy now includes female graduates from the Air Force Girls Military School, AFGMS, broadening career prospect for young women aspiring to serve as non-commissioned officers in the NAF. Director of Public Relations and Information Headquarters, Nigerian Air Force, Ehime Jodame, said the graduate of the AFGMS class of 2017 completed their military training at the NAF base in Kaduna after undergoing a rigorous recruitment process. Now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu is expected to return to Nigeria today after spending nearly 2 weeks abroad. President's Special Advisor on Media, on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, confirmed this in a brief post shared on X. Earlier, the presidency had assured Nigerians that Tinubu remained fully engaged with national governance despite his stay overseas. In a statement released last Thursday, Ononuga emphasized that Tinubu's absence was temporary and in line with the communicated time frame of approximately 2 weeks, with his return scheduled for April 21 after the Easter holidays. Tinubu had departed for Paris on April 2 for what the presidency described as a 2-week working visit to appraise his administration's midterm performance and assess key milestones. The federal government is set to boost Nigeria's grid capacity by an additional 4,000 megawatts by the end of 2026. Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabo said the government has engaged reputable engineering, procurement and construction EPC companies to expedite the process under a new strategic direction approved by President Bola Tinubu. Adelabo also said the president approved the distribution scope of the delivered by the EPC companies with the requisite technical, financial and financing capacity. He noted that the current administration's commitment has not only reinvigorated the Siemens Power Project, officially known as the Presidential Power Initiative, PPI, but also created a pathway for improved power supply to key sectors of the Nigerian economy. In foreign news now, the death over 66th Pope has sparked tribute from across the world. Pope Francis, the first Latin American pontiff in the history of the Roman Catholic Church, died at the age of 88. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, in a message, said she mourned the loss of a great man and a great shepherd who she had the privilege of enjoying his friendship, his advice, his teachings, which never ceased, not even during times of trial and suffering. On his part, Argentine President Javier Milei, who previously clashed with the Pope, praised Francis' focus on interreligious dialogue, encouragement of spirituality amongst the young, and focus on cost-cutting in the Vatican. The European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said Francis' life was defined by his effort to build a fairer and more peaceful world. For the United States, the White House shared a tribute on social media, writing, "Rest in peace, Pope Francis," alongside a photo of the Pope meeting President Donald Trump and the First Lady. Russian President Vladimir Putin expressed his sincere condolences, praising the effort of Francis to strengthen ties between the Russian Orthodox and Catholic churches. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, French President Emmanuel Macron, Brazil's leftist President Luiz da Silva, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, South Africa's Cyril Ramaphosa, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas were also among world leaders who sent tributes. In sport now, Nigeria's under-20 boys Flying Eagles have arrived in the Egyptian capital city of Cairo as they get set for 17th Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations final starting on Sunday. A delegation of 24 players and 9 officials led by head coach Aliyu Zubairu touched down at the Cairo International Airport aboard Egypt Air flight on Sunday evening. The team is expected to have its first training session on Monday evening. Meanwhile, the Flying Eagles will square up to host nation, the young Pharaohs of Egypt, on Tuesday evening as part of their build-up to the Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations, built to take place 27th of April to 18th of May. The match is slated for 4 p.m. Nigerian time at the Cairo International Stadium. And that's it on the news at 4, but just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X as Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration upgraded 2 higher institutions to universities? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to community-led cultural events that drive economic activity and foster social harmony. President Tinubu is expected to return to Nigeria today after spending nearly 2 weeks abroad. We also told you that the death of the 266th Pope has sparked tribute from across the world. Finally, in sport, Nigeria's under-20 boys Flying Eagles have arrived in the Egyptian capital city of Cairo as they get set for the 17th Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations final starting on Sunday. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluokboroku. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.